Hi. Hi, baby. He wants to say hi, I think. Hi. So I have just been going through like this major life shift within like the past month, literally a month. I feel like I'm just ending this cycle, this long cycle, almost a year. I feel like it maybe started in like October of last year, where I just kind of stopped doing things for myself. I just kind of lost all my magnetic energy. I just acquired a bunch of bad habits, and I really just stopped doing things for myself and put all my energy into like obsessing over other people or laying in bed scrolling and just not doing anything that made me feel good about myself. I feel like I'm not the only one going through this shift. I know like my best friend, me and her are always on the same wavelength. It's actually crazy. Like we won't talk for like a week and then we'll see each other and be like, yeah, this week I decided I'm gonna get my life together and like I feel like this changed. And I'm like, girl, me too. At like the same day, the same hour, we're on like the same exact wavelength. And I feel like me and her have both been in like this same little rut for almost a year now, and I feel like just we're breaking the cycle. What are you doing? You wanted to go out. Anyways, I feel like we're just breaking this cycle, and it's just something I kind of wanted to talk about. How everything comes in full circle. Life is literally just like seasons. I think it's really ironic that, I'm shedding all of these old attachments, these old habits, my old self, really. Like, I'm really grateful for that low, stagnant energy that I felt for so long, because without feeling those lows, you can't ever feel the highs. And it's just natural, it's part of life. And I think what's important though is not losing yourself in those lows, because it's so much easier to stay in a low energy state than to break through and do the work and to put in the energy and the time and the consciousness to break out of that. And I've just been doing things like every single day that have been, sorry, my nose is itchy, that have been helping me. And I don't know, I just wanted to like share how I've been feeling, share some of the things I've been doing to kind of lean into this and fully release everything that has been holding me back. I have seriously cut off like every single person in my life that I had like these old attachments to, and it's really hard. It was really hard to make that decision. I mean, it's a decision I've made multiple times as well, though. Like, I'm like, okay, I know you're not good for me, but then I always let them come back. And this time, I always would be like, oh, they're cut off. Like, this isn't, like, I'm not gonna let them back in my life. And then as soon as I, like, stop loving myself or stop putting time into myself, they just always make their way back, and I always let them in. And I'm just at this point in my life where I'm not letting old energy come back into my life. Like, I'm not doing it. The universe is never going to give you things that are new and on your new vibration that you're trying to attract if the old energies that were on that low vibration are still in your life. Whether or not, like, you let them affect you, if they're still there, it's still around you. Like, you can still feel it. And I think that was the very first step that kind of pushed me into this little journey. Well, not even little. I feel like this is the beginning of a really big, long, like, level up journey. and I feel amazing. I feel light. I feel free. I just feel like I have released myself from all of these things, and it has been a learning process, and I'm literally at the very beginning of this journey where I'm trying to navigate, you know, what things are not in alignment with me and what things I need to work on. I have been journaling like crazy. Like, I literally am so self-aware sometimes when I'm journaling that I'll be like, this is my problem. And I'm like, well, this is your answer. This is why. Like, this is what you need to fix. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So, I don't know. I think if you need help and you've been feeling this kind of shift and maybe don't know the steps to take, sit down with your thoughts, get in a good headspace, and breathe for like 3 minutes. It's like not that hard to just kind of clear your mind and clear your thoughts and just sit down with them and write whatever comes to your mind. Write what people make your nervous system activate and you get anxious, or like write what doesn't make you feel good on a day-to-day basis, and figure out the things that you can change and figure out how to be okay with the things that you can't. I think that's something that is hard for me in the sense of like having a job that I don't really love, which is the reoccurring thing with every single job I've ever had. And it's more so just because it's not aligned with me, and I know that, but the things that I want to do that are aligned with me are, you know, in the process, things that I have to step out of my fear of, and I'm working toward that. Like, literally making this video right now is me taking the first step into what I've always wanted to do. Just making videos, just expressing my thoughts, and, you know, I'm just full sending it, because if I'm gonna go into this new cycle, this new journey, this new me, my higher self, this whole era, I'm gonna at least do it fully. And I don't know, I just have been working so hard, and I hope that if you do feel this shift, or you've been feeling, you know, like you need to let go of things, listen to that and don't let yourself stay in the cycle, because it's a cycle that you can be stuck in for a really long time if you don't take the work and do it now. I know it might seem scary to let go of these people or things or energies, because, you know, it's easier to hold on to something from the fear of losing them, but it hurts so much more to hold on. It hurts you more. And if you need to be selfish, then this is your time to be selfish. You don't need to keep someone in your life because, you know, you're gonna hurt their feelings. I think if you lead with love and light in all that you're doing, if you just go about it in an honest way, or, you know, if it's like a toxic ex or something that really is horrible, just block them. You don't need to waste your time and energy giving them another, you know, closure message about, yeah, I can't do this anymore, blah, 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 blah. Like, no, everything that's needed to be said is said. So figure out how to let go of these things in the right way that's not causing harm to others, but do what you need to do, because this really is the time. And I don't know, I just want to share that message with anyone that might be going through that. It's a really beautiful experience if you just dive headfirst into it. I know it might seem scary, but I'm going through it too. And it's a lot of emotion, a lot of release, a lot of realization. But I also feel so amazing getting out of that cycle that I didn't even realize I was in. I didn't even realize, like, I mean, sure, I was like, I don't feel good. I don't feel magnetic. I don't feel like good things are coming into my life. I was never doing anything positive for myself, but as soon as I just decided, you know, this is ending now, literally I am not going to give up on this journey, and I'm not gonna let outside things distract me, outside people, and I'm just gonna keep the real ones close. I'm gonna ignore the reality that I may not love so much until it becomes the reality that I do. And I already do love this reality. There's just a few things, you know, that aren't really aligned with me. But I know that if I keep going and I keep just, you know, working towards this, it will all shift faster than you even think. So I gotta go to work. That was just my little message I felt like sharing this morning. But I hope you have a great day or a good night or whatever. And just know that I am here for you. A lot more people than you think are here for you. And you're not alone on this journey. And I'm sending you love and light. And I hope you have a great day.